You didn't ask, but I will answer. We have seen David Kazadi back in the news, this time at least with an actual court issue. So we have seen that David Kazadi was over in Livingstone and he was called by the police to report to the police station. I'm not sure why, but a very interesting word or words were used there, and it was habeas corpus. I tried to scroll social media on the news page that shared the information. There was no question, but it's a legal term, so here I am answering the question without you asking. So essentially, the writ of habeas corpus is one that requires the person who has been detained to be brought before a court of law to determine the legality of their detention. So is the reason the person has been detained legal? So that's the application of habeas corpus. Essentially, what it is saying is that bring the person before the court and let's hear if why the person is being detained is lawful. So when a court agrees, the High Court in this case agrees to do that, what they will be hearing is the legality of the person's detention and not the evidence of the matter. So let's say using the Kazadi case, they bring up the Mwaka Halwindi tapes. The court will not be hearing issues regarding the tapes that were circulated, but they will be hearing as to whether his arrest or his detention is lawful. So when you read through our constitution, the law requires that you have the right to freedom. Even if you've been incarcerated, you should be brought before a court of law within 48 hours. And if this is outside reasonable court hours, it should be done as soon as the first 48 hours or something like that has been fulfilled. So what essentially the law is doing is to prevent you from, if you have been detained, from being in an institution unduly. Also of importance, the news agency that reported it said he was called to the police following his application, for habeas corpus. A writ of habeas corpus is filed into the High Court and not to the police. And like I have emphasized also, it does not, a successful writ of habeas corpus does not acquit a person of the offense that they have been originally charged with. It only speaks to the lawfulness or unlawfulness of the detention. I hope that's clear about habeas corpus. It's just about the detention, not the case. Are you holding me unlawfully? Because it is required that when you have been arrested, you should be charged with an offense and then taken to court. Okay, until the next one when we talk about celebrity court news. Bye.